about Roland? Roland, are you at school this morning? Hello, Roland. Hello, Roland. Hello, Roland. It's time to say hello. How about Jeremiah? I know Jeremiah and Roland have been going to school. How about Jeremiah? Hello, Jeremiah. Hello, Jeremiah. Hello, Jeremiah. It's time to say hello. Who else has been going to school? I've talked to a lot of parents in the last week or so. I've talked to Christina's mom. I've talked to Damien's mom. I've talked to DeAndre's mom. I've talked to Tanaya's mom. Lots and lots of parents I've talked to. It's been very nice. It's been good getting to talk to everybody. Sounds like everybody's doing okay, which is good. This has been a hard couple of months, hasn't it? It's been a hard time. But I've talked to lots and lots of moms, which is interesting because what was yesterday? We have something on our calendar for yesterday. We need to move our cards. Today is the 11th. Yesterday was the 10th, and we put a heart on our calendar for yesterday. Do you remember why we put a heart on our calendar for yesterday? It was a special day to celebrate moms. It was Mother's Day. So stop what you're doing right now and turn and look at your mom or the lady that is sitting closest to you and say, Happy Mother's Day! Even though it's a little bit late, they'll still appreciate knowing that you're thinking of them. Tell them why you love them and how much you love them. Oh, wait. No, really, go ahead. Tell them Happy Mother's Day. Well, yesterday was Mother's Day. It was Sunday. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Then we'll go all the way through the week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it'll be the weekend again. It seems like the weeks are going very fast now, aren't they? I think so. Should we sing the days of the week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, too. Wednesday, Thursday, just for you. Friday, Saturday, that's the end. Now let's say those days again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. One more time. Ready? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, too. Wednesday, Thursday, just for you. Friday, Saturday, that's the end. Now let's say those days again. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All of the days of the week. Today is the 11th. Let's count all the way up to the 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Tomorrow will be the 12th. And that is getting close to the halfway point in our month. Can you believe it? That means spring is really, really coming. I have a question of the day for you. It's a little different than the questions I've asked before because this time it's not a yes or no question and it's not a this or that question. We have 3 choices today. So you're going to have to think through all 3 things and decide what you like. So what do you like? Do you like apples? Do you like oranges? Or do you like bananas? What do you like? Apples are crunchy. Oranges are juicy and bananas are soft. Which one do you like? I had to pick. I like all three. It's the truth. I really like all three. If I had to pick only one, I think I would pick apples. I think I like apples the best. What do you like? You could tell the person that you're watching the video with. You could point at it. You could look at the one that you want. Or you could tell your teacher if you're watching this in class. That would be good too. Tell your teacher what you like. Tell your family what you like. Maybe someone's going to the grocery store this week or going to a food pickup this week and they can pick you up what your favorite fruit is. What if your favorite fruit wasn't on there? Maybe you like watermelon the best or grapes the best. Maybe you like cantaloupe or plums or peaches or nectarines. All of those are very good, very healthy fruits. All of them are delicious. So I am going to read a book today that I picked. It's kind of a long one, but it is one of my favorites. It's called Stella Luna. And my friend Dustin, when he was a very little boy, this was his book, but he is a grown man now. He plays drums in Chicago. Look, he put his name on a sticker in the book. He plays drums in Chicago now. But he gave me this book when he was, I think, in high school. And it is one of my favorites. But it's about a mom and her baby. So I thought it would be a good one for the day after Mother's Day. It's a very nice story. So let's read together. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit. Interesting. We just talked about fruit too, didn't we? One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down on the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stella Luna into the air. Her baby wings were limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster, into the forest below. This is not a very nice start to the book. I know. It gets better, I promise. The dark leafy tangle of branches caught Stella Luna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stella Luna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings around her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. "Mother," Stella Luna squeaked, "where are you?" By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down, down, down she dropped. Flump! Stella Luna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling 3 baby birds who lived there. Stella Luna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. "What was that?" cried Flap. "I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet," chirped Flitter. "Shh, here comes Mama," hissed Pip. Do you see all of those birds in the nest? We found a tiny, tiny blue robin's egg last week in my yard, but there was no nest nearby. I don't know how it got to where it got. Many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stella Luna was terribly hungry, but not for the crawly things Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. I would have to be very hungry for you to say, "Eat this grasshopper." I would pick an orange or a banana or an apple before I picked a grasshopper. Stella Luna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs, even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stella Luna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once, when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. "Eek!" she cried. "Get back up here this instant. You're going to fall and break your necks." Do you hear that crying in the background? That is my cat. He probably has a toy in his mouth and is looking for someone to play with him. Hopefully somebody will, because we are in the middle of reading a story. The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stella Luna. "You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to obey the rules of this house." Stella Luna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stella Luna behaved as a good bird should. Ooh, has your mom ever looked at you like that, Mama Bird? She looks very angry, telling Stella Luna, "Shape up." I hope your mom hasn't looked at you like that recently. I hope you've been following the rules at your house. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. "I'm just like them," thought Stella Luna. "I can fly too." But look, Stella Luna's wings look very different from those birds' wings, don't they? She might be like them and she might be able to fly, but she is a little different. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stella Luna tried to do the same. Look at her. Wow, it's like she overshot. She's about to fly off. That is such a good action drawing, isn't it? Can't you imagine Stella Luna trying to stop on that branch and just whoop, flying forward? How embarrassing. She's trying to get it right, but man, that is not how a bat lands, is it? "I will fly all day," Stella Luna told herself. "Then no one will see how clumsy I am." If she's flying and not landing, no one will know, will they? It's a pretty smart idea. Stella Luna is a very smart bat. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. "The sun is setting," warned Flitter. "We had better go home or we will get lost in the dark," said Flap. But Stella Luna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. I wonder if she'll find her way home. Have you been exercising since you've been home? I know Mrs. Smith has been posting exercise videos in your classes. Those would be very good things for you to do. You could exercise your arms and legs just like the birds were exercising their wings. It would be very healthy. All alone, Stella Luna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. "I promised not to hang by my feet," Stella Luna sighed, so she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sound of wings coming near. Do you see them in the background there? There they are. There's a soft sound of wings. What kind of birds are flying at night, I wonder? "Hey," a loud voice said. "Why are you hanging upside down?" Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down, the creature said. I'm a bat. I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. Sometimes what's wrong for one is right for the other, isn't it? More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat that behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them her story. You ate bugs? Stuttered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She asked. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby. You escaped the owl? Cried Stellaluna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you are alive. What a nice day that must have been when they found each other. But it's nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we will crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in the darkness. Come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Whoa. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. Look at her hanging from that mango. Have you ever tried a mango? Now is the perfect time to start looking for them. They usually have them at Eastern Market. So if your family goes to Eastern Market. I don't know if Eastern Market is open. It's a good question, isn't it? The next day, Stellaluna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna explained to the birds on the way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. Ah, screeched Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped in, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stellaluna hung from a limb above them. Look at that. She's saving her friends. Stellaluna is an awesome, awesome friend. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike, mused Flitter. And how can we feel so different? How can we feel so different and be so much alike, wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stellaluna, but we're friends, and that's a fact. Look at them all hugging. It's a group hug. Group hugs are nice. It'd be a while before we get to have a group hug again. So, how nice that Stellaluna was able to find another mom to take care of her when she thought her mom had gotten hurt by the bat, and how nice that her mom was able to find her later and show her how to do things the way her family did, the way bats did instead of birds. Some of us have moms that are with us. Some of us have moms that are not with us. Some of us have really special women in our lives that love us, maybe our grandmas or our aunties or our teachers. We all have women in our lives who act like moms to us, even if they're not our mom. So if you didn't say Happy Mother's Day earlier, maybe turn to that grown-up, to that woman that's in your life, and say, Happy Mother's Day. Sometimes dads act like moms too. We don't have moms around, but we have dads around. You could tell your dad Happy Mother's Day too, or your uncle or your grandpa. That might be nice. They might like that. But it is a time to celebrate those people that parent us, particularly the ones who act like moms to us. So that is a nice thing. In the springtime, we've got several holidays like that. We've got Mother's Day. Father's Day is coming up in June. So it's a good time to think about parents and all the nice things they do for us. But let's sing our spring song before we say goodbye for today, because this video has run a little long because of our long story. The sun is shining bright. Ready? The sun is shining bright. The sun is shining bright. Oh, how I love the warmth. The sun is shining bright. What's next? Then it rains in the spring, doesn't it? The rain is falling.